It's Friday Night Writes with the Stop Writing Alone community. I'm Nicole Rivera, and I'm here every single week sharing prompts, exercises, and writing prompt parties for you to be inspired for the whole weekend through. Come on in, bring your notebook, your laptop, or whatever it is you want to write with, because as soon as we get started, you'll be inspired to start scribbling away your weekend. Thanks for coming, and enjoy your Friday Night Writes. Hey everybody, it's me, Nicole Rivera from the Stop Writing Alone podcast, and here on the MV Rivera YouTube channel, sharing all different types of writing prompts and writing exercises with you week after week. Now, I did take a big long month off to spend time with family, and then when I got home from our vacation here in New York City, our home was hit by the remnants of Ida, and we spent the last week and a half cleaning up our basement, and which delayed my return here. But I'm back, and this is the third week of September, which means it's just time for me to share with you a nonfiction writing exercise. And part of the reason that I wanted to do these sort of themes week after week, bringing you exercises from all over the place, was to show that we don't always have to look in ordinary spaces for the exercises that we want. So you're a nonfiction writer, and maybe you're only looking into spaces that cater to nonfiction writing, personal essays, things of that nature. Well, yesterday I was over in my local Five Below, which always has like fun little books, and sometimes those sort of kits that are craft kits or writing kits, and I found this book called Find Your Voice, and it is written or put together by Noor Unnachar, and it is specifically written for poets. It's all about a guided poetry journal for your heart and for your art, and basically there's a bunch of exercises in here that are going to encourage poetry writing, collage making. She's really looking to bring together this idea of writing and visuals, which I think is quite wonderful. But as I was getting started on it and just flipping through, I was like sort of sneaking ahead to see what was coming next. I found two exercises that I thought would be really great for this week for nonfiction exercises. So I'm gonna open up, and this is page 16 if anyone has the book, and I'll put a link in the show description for you if you want to find this book. But again, if you have a Five Below near you, that is where I've gotten mine. This first exercise I absolutely love. This is using something that we all have a ton of, and I have probably more than normal. So here's what it says. Go through your phone's camera roll and pick a random photo. Capture every detail with words and phrases, description words for what you see, what the photo is of, where it's from, etc. Turn this mix of words into a collage. So it's really only that last statement there that brings us into the poetry world and this whole idea of what Noor is trying to bring us in this journal of bringing visuals to our writing. But everything up until that point is a fantastic fodder for nonfiction writers. Taking a photo that you took that's in your camera roll and spending the time of capturing that moment in words. I love this exercise, and I love the idea of actually taking those words and turning it into a collage as well, if you're so inclined to go the next step and do that. But I think that first step of just spending time with a photo and writing it out is really some great work for your writer brain and working on your nonfiction writing. I wanted to give you two because this book did have two things that sort of jumped. I didn't even keep going after that. I said I'll end up reading the whole book to everybody. But there is one other exercise that I think is so fun and gets us thinking a little bit differently, which poets are always so great at, like cracking open language and looking at the world differently and expressing it in just this beautiful way that we don't always think of. This exercise, I feel like, gets us thinking in that poetic mindset. So something completely different. It says, assign colors to people in your life. Explain why you chose each color. What do these colors reflect? So I love my colors. You see even my old happy camper calendar there is all rainbow. My son and I are always putting things in rainbow order. This idea that colors can represent people is really quite beautiful, just on a visual thinking about how that could turn up on the page. But I think doing this exercise and taking people in your life and assigning colors to them can give you a little depth of understanding about your feelings about these people, but also about what colors can mean, and drives us into thinking about metaphor differently, which I did speak about on this channel. It might have been the last video that we did here on the MV Rivera YouTube channel, doing different metaphor exercises. Thinking about people as color is a great metaphor exercise that we could use in our fiction, but we could also use in our nonfiction and really get us thinking differently about all of the people around us and how we write about them. So those are my two exercises from this wonderful little book. It's just a little paperback, Find Your Voice. And I think it could be filled with a lot of fun little exercises for poets out there, for sure. For anybody that is intrigued by the unification of our words and visuals, for sure. And for my nonfiction writers out there, there's definitely at least a couple of exercises in here that can get you thinking a little bit differently about how you're coming to the page and how you're describing the reality all around you. So I hope you have a lot of fun with those two exercises. And if you want to share some insight that you got from practicing either one of these, please do so in the comments. I'd love to hear from people and connect with one another all over the internet. Don't forget that we also have a Facebook group and page, Stop Writing Alone. I'm at Stop Writing Alone on Instagram. And every single Friday, before I do my video here on MV Rivera, over on the Instagram channel, there's always a photo prompt Friday picture waiting for you. And this week I added a challenge. So this is for all writers. I have a photo up for this Friday, and I'm asking writers to write a 100-word story or poem and drop it in the comments for us. So head on over to @StopWritingAlone to check out the photo and see what it inspires you to write this week. So no excuses left, guys. We've given you 2 exercises here. You got a photo prompt waiting for you over on Instagram. Get some writing done and connect with other writers. Have a wonderful week. Happy writing. I will see you next Friday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your writer friends. And if you need anything else from Stop Writing Alone, head to stopwritingalone.com.